ire and familiar calls of out and fault are being replaced by the silent cameras of Hawkeye. Pauline Eyre, who's called the lines at Wimbledon for 16 years, says it's the end of an era.
Look, I think it's one of those jobs that you take for granted until it's gone. And you don't particularly notice them. But when you look out on the television today, there aren't those three bodies at the back of the court that you're so used to. It just is different. It's just a little bit of something special that's gone. And imagine Wimbledon with no strawberries and cream or no ivy up the building or without the umpire's chair. It's just not the same.
Well, play has started, and closely following all the action is BBC Sport's Lee James. So, Lee, the women's number one, Aryna Sabalenka, is already in action.
Yes, that's right. She's playing on court number one as we await the arrival of Carlos Alcaraz, the defending men's champion, here on centre court. Sabalenka is a three-time Grand Slam champion but wants to win her first major away from the hard courts. A run to the final here would see her playing in a fourth consecutive Grand Slam final, but she's lost the last two and she's had some making up to do after her defeat to Coco Gauff at the French Open, some smoothing over the harsh words that followed that defeat in Paris when she said she had lost the match rather than Gauff winning it. But a tick-tock dance routine between the pair. They seem to have put it all behind her. And on court, she's playing the Canadian Karsten Brandstein, and she's racing through the opening set, leading by 5-0.
As you say, we are expecting Carlos Alcaraz to also start playing soon, but a lot of British stars as well.
Yes, that's right, and some success. It's a record. 23 British players, 13 men and 10 women in the singles, draw the most since 1984. And one of that contingent, Sunny Cartel, has knocked out the former French Open champion, Jelena Ostapenko, the British number 3. She won 6-2 in the deciding set. Later on court, the former US Open champion, Emma Raducanu, in an all-British tie against the teenager Mimi Zhu. That is going to attract, of course, a lot of interest, as is the action here on centre court. You talk about the lack of the line judges. We'll have that line calling technology when we await the arrival of Carlos Alcaraz. As is tradition, he's opening up proceedings here. He's taking on the Italian Fabio Fognini, and the Spaniard really seems to be at the height of his powers right now. He saved those 3 match points to come from 2 sets down to beat his rival and world number 1 Yannick Sinner in that memorable French Open final at Roland Garros 3 weeks ago. He's on a career best winning sequence of 18 matches. Can he follow it up with his third successive Wimbledon title? We'll get his arrival on centre court then in just a few moments. In these sweltering temperatures, Jeanette, 31 degrees at the moment. It's set to be the record for the opening day of the championships here at Wimbledon.